off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
All
That
right.
was nice. What's up?
What do you want?
How's my sound? How's my sound? You there?
Are we live? The go live button is still up at the top.
It is.
Still scheduled.
And it says showtime. No, we must not be live.
Talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
Take two.
Now it
everyone
works.
said we were live though. You
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah, that was weird.
We were live, and now we ended it and went live again or something. I don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was me. I'll take the heat for this one. I was trying to find pictures of my new race. What do you call them? Race rig, race hauler, race hauler.
Okay.
Let's call it a race hauler.
Race hauler. All right.
Yeah, why not?
Your trailer, glorified trailer.
Mini trailer behind me, not my actual pit trailer.
Oh.
But the new thing that I'm using lately. So, as of last race,
To get them to your red boxes hauler. Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
3D printed some things so that it would work a little bit better. It's awesome.
I was saying we had you. Well, you got to see the intro twice, which was, that's kind of fun. But it on our end, it literally said that we weren't live. There wasn't a little live ticker up here.
So did they see it? Oh, so yeah, they said
they saw it all, and they said we were on, and then we hit go live again. So I don't know what happened. We'll have to go back and see.
I wonder if it just rolls it, and I don't know. That's strange.
Yeah, well, they added these cool new features, which we implemented at the very last minute, and then they didn't work properly. So
yeah.
Here we go, and here we are.
Here we are. I feel a little low. I feel like I gotta. Well, how's that? Ooh, look at this.
You're about to have a good day. All right. I like it. I like the color combo. That's pretty hot.
That's custom fitted right there.
What's the greenish? Is it green like a army
olive
green?
Yeah.
It is? Oh, with that blue and white, dude.
Yep. It's like silver.
Did you make that hat? Did you custom? Like they need to sell it.
I know. So
did you just buy the patch?
Yes. And you know how my head is big, like massive.
Huge. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the new era hat.
Big head hats.
Yeah, that doesn't have anything on it. And then I was going to say soldered it on. I ironed it on. Been thinking
Flawless
RC.
beginning.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks. Hey, the Chongs said so freaking proud of the boys my boys, Dalton's performance, he said.
Yeah.
He says, tell him good job from the Chongs. So I guess we can get right back into that. So
boom.
We had a race. We had a race. Yeah. And Nick B says I'm a nut job when it comes to RC. Okay. So let's back it up to pre-race night. So Friday night.
Let's hear all the nuttiness.
Yeah. So we show up, and the idea was that my son was going to start helping with the setup. Right. So we were told, show up around 5:30 or so. There'll still be some stuff for him to do. So we show up, and it's pretty much done, like all done. So I was like, okay, so earlier in the summer season, we had heard that it was possible for my daughter to be part of what's called RCU, which the rental program, she would be like a mechanic for that, right? And so we're like, okay. And so the main guy comes up. He goes, so what's your plan for RCU? And I was like, you tell me, man. I just, she's here to help or whatever. And it was pretty much like, they're so hot right now, very demure. So, so anyway, he goes, so what's your plans with that? I was like, I'm here to help, whatever. He goes, so how about you just oversee the whole thing? I was like, tonight, tomorrow, like all 6 cars? He's like, yeah, sure, why not? So, and I'm coaching, right? So I'm coaching, depending on how many girls show up to
That
10
seems
girls.
like either a promotion or we don't want to do the work. Here, you do it.
No,
Kind
I
of a
think
job.
I honestly, I was very, what's the word? I don't know if honored. Honored sounds too like frilly, but I'm pleased. That I was nice it was nice that they
Did
trust
you
me.
get
And
an award speech after?
no, but I
Okay.
mean, they entrusted me with that, and
Like,
that's like literally handling all the new people,
yeah.
like all the new people coming in. We're tending to all the new, like we're renting the cars out,
Yep.
fixing them when they break, helping the new people out as they come. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
lot. So that's 6 cars there. My son added stadium truck, so that's 10 cars now, and then up to, depending on how many girls show up, 10 more cars because
Because you work on their cars.
I'm coaching the girls team. So I wouldn't be I'll show them how to
There's a
work on
girls
their
team
car.
in racing.
Yep. So that's my daughter's a part of it. It's called Drive Like a Girl. Yeah, I don't have the I should have got the sweatshirt. Maybe I can yell for her to
I like
bring
it.
one down. So I rebranded it, and so now we're doing like, I mean, it's legit. Like I'm talking about different kind of corner apexes, what they do, like for the girls team, like actually teaching them racecraft and teaching them about their cars and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool. I really enjoyed it. Like I really, really enjoyed it. So, but that's how my weekend started, kind of getting thrown into the fire.
That's very cool.
And then
Whereas if you were
Saturday,
me doing it, I'd be like, pull trigger, go,
I
turn,
know.
not crash.
Yeah, yeah.
Go
Stay
for
in
it.
the middle. Don't hit the
Yeah.
pipes. Like so.
You're
so,
done. Sit down. You can't
Yeah.
drive. You're
Oh,
done.
bro.
I don't,
So
just
okay, so we had to
give me the
get there at.
controller. You're not ready.
We got everything ready for the rentals, and we told the people, we're like, hey, we are not going to be here till 7:45 because the track opened at 7. I'm like, it's not going to happen. Like, so I was like, yeah, we'll be here at 7:45. And so we had some of the people renting practicing, and then a kid saws off the right side of his car and brings it in. Literally the last practice session, and novice is first up after the driver's meeting. And he's like, sorry, hands it to me. I'm like, cool. Okay. Like, so I'm like, I start wrenching
New
on it
A
all
arms
fast.
and everything, like full
Oh,
right
yeah.
side blown out.
A-arm, hinge pin. Like I had to take all of it. So I was like, cool. Chong says you should have seen the dazed look on my eyes. So, well, it happens. So,
Now, what happens if it's like your kid's car needs to get done, but then you've got these?
so they told me, well, that's the nice thing is that I have Olivia that
Oh,
she's taken the lead on that kind of stuff. So
okay.
I'm kind of there. So like I did that one because it was like first thing in the morning, had to get done super fast and
Yeah.
had to make sure it was there. So,
It's like, oh, they're racing my girl. Oh, gonna get a loose wheel nut here,
Yeah.
sister.
I know, right? So, okay.
Sorry, I'm not really like this.
No,
I wouldn't
know.
be like this. It's just funny to think about.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was good. It was funny. So, okay. So starting with novice, Olivia, like her first 2 quals. So I'm sitting there Dalton and the guy that he was battling all summer are in 21.5 now. And we're sitting watching Olivia run in her qualifier. And we both side eye each other like, what's going on? Because it was like she was not pushing hard at all. Like it seemed like she was driving through a lot of traffic, right? It was clear there was a lot of rusty people for racing and carpet. It's the first carpet race of the year, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, okay. And then the second qual, same thing and she finished fine. She finished like second in both of her quals, but it was just, she wasn't on her normal pace. And so in between quals and main, so she went straight to A main. In between quals and main, we went out and practiced, and I was literally standing underneath her on the stand, like I was in front of her on the stand, and she'd go into the corner. I'm like, drive harder, like I'm yelling at her to drive harder into the corner. I'm like, push it, let's go, like, and so she picked up a ton of speed, and then, of course, in the main, she just poured it. She put the hammer down. She started fourth, and then she led every single lap of the main and won the main. Her first carpet/turf P1 podium finish. And
That's cool.
So it was rad. So she was pumped about that. The Drive Like a Girls program was going. It was cool. And like here's like a little, like just a little, remember how we talked about how Dalton was struggling with the triple and we were saying singles.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, double single or whatever.
Yep.
So there was a girl that was in the B main for novice, and she had a lot of speed, and I was like, she was looking like she was putting something together. But there was a double, and she kept on casing the double, and so I went underneath and I said the same thing. I was like, hey, I was like, single this, and I'm yelling at her as she goes. She doesn't single, and then I stand right underneath her, and like 2 turns before that, I'm like, single. She hits a single, and then after that, every time she singled, and she won the B main. Like it was just little adjustments, like to a little bit of coaching. Yeah, a little bit of coaching, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I can drive fast now, and I can win this. So, no, that was really cool. And then, so Dalton, this was his first race in 21.5 Sportsman, like the big dogs, right? Everyone's fast. Unfortunately, his ESC didn't show up on Friday like it was supposed to. So he's now going to be putting this in his car, which is a way better ESC than what he had.
To buy it and to pony up on it that weekend?
It showed on Saturday. It showed up on Saturday. But there wasn't a point to, solder new ESC halfway through the quals or anything. So, so we put my ESC out of my oval car into his, because we took the ESC out of his car and put it into his new truck. So I was like, okay. So he's out there racing. Nothing's dialed in. And our race plan was just get to B main, right? In 21.5. Get to B main, have a solid showing, be good. He was competitive all through qualifiers and qualified, I think he qualified 9th overall. No, he must have qualified like 11th overall, I think, because he didn't start pole in the B main.
Right.
But he quickly got to the top in B main and ran away with it. He put a lap on the field in B main and Sportsman.
Wow.
It like all clicked for him. Like it was super good. And then we got into A main. And so he's starting P9 in A main. And I was like, you got this, just go out there and drive. And he worked his way up. By the 5th lap, he was sitting 3rd place fighting for 2nd. And I was like, where, on the RDs talking about how, he was, didn't look like he was you wouldn't have known that this was his first, fight in this class by how aggressive he was driving. Like it was good. Then he crashed and he had some bobbles after the crash. It's no big deal because it put him all the way down to 9th. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, that was the teachable moment.
You had to see where you could be at. Yeah.
You could see where he could be at. And then not only that, but you also see what kind of laps you have to put down consistent wise. Cause he couldn't catch him.
Yeah.
After
They
that.
weren't. Yeah.
Like this was halfway through the race almost. So everyone had hit their their stride or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of showing how competitive that class was. But this kind of brings me to a new thing, and we'll jump to it because I posted. I don't know if you got the picture of the shop or of the list of what we're talking about today, but it was talking about when to move up, like from novice up to the next level. And so I wouldn't say I took any heat from it, but I think I got some skepticism of keeping him in novice for so long. Because he was but he's 10, right? He just turned 10. So we've talked about this before. But I think proof is in the pudding because then he moved into this class and he wasn't in the tank. He was competitive. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he was actually competing.
That's awesome.
And and it showed that he had a shot for it. So, there's some people that were thinking about moving out. I'm like, just stay in novice one more season. Like, put the work in, be consistent, commit to a season and see where you go from there, then go to novice. Because then go to sportsman, because I think that's the progression. Like, I think I honestly feel like if everyone stayed in as long as he did to get as good as he did, that then the next classes would be stacked. They'd be so good because everyone would have that experience and everyone would come in being competitive. You know what I mean? And so I'm thinking long-term, big picture kind of a thing, like build the program, make a bunch of super fast people out there with good racecraft and like knowledge of the racing and all that.
Yeah.
So no, it was a lot of fun. We
Sounds like a
raced
great
truck.
weekend.
Yeah, we raced truck and he beat me both times. I had some technical issues. My front body clips came off once, and then my what's it called? I popped a ball cup once, but he would have beat me anyway. So
Yeah.
he was faster than me. So
See, Tank RC just popped in. Hey, what's going on, Dirk?
What's
A couple
going
people,
on?
Brian Pieper. So you were racing against your son in the
stadium truck class. Yeah, so there's that. And
take him out, dude.
Well, it was funny because we're sitting in the B main, and I'm sitting next to Chong. I think it was B main, and I'm like, and Dalton's like three people down from me, and I qualled behind Dalton, and I'm like, and we started on a straightaway into a sweeper. And I told Chong, I'm like, I'm putting him into the wall. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Put him in the wall.
I'm like,
Take him out, bro.
No love here. But then I couldn't catch him, so whatever.
Yeah.
You got to catch him first, right?
Yeah.
So, no, it was a good weekend. It was a lot of fun. I really think that Drive Like a Girls program thing is going to be pretty cool. Like, I think that's going to be a really cool. I'm going to see if we can get a couple. There's some track sponsorship that's already helping out with like the tracks with JCon.
Right.
So I think they're going to help out the girls. There's a couple of people that I'm going to reach out to see if they could help out the girls. I'd really like to
getting some props from Nick. Says, hey, with what Pablo is doing in the back and racing a class and being middle of the pack, that's pretty good.
Oh, well, thank you.
100%.
So I'm going to try to reach out to some people that maybe
take ball one more time.
Samuel Jackson boys, one more time. I'd like to get them like a set of house tools, like 2 or 3 sets of tools, so that they can work on their cars with their pink and black tools or
get
whatever.
Better qual times.
Yes. Now you're making me all self-conscious.
Now that I know Brian's all up on the quals, we're gonna just keep saying it.
It's like when you're editing your YouTube video and you hear yourself say so many times.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So next we're gonna. All right.
So every time a new segment cuts, so it's like,
yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Gosh. All right. So Grom, let's talk about that new news. The new news. That thing looks sick,
dude.
The price,
the colors. What about
just
the price?
Upgrade mine.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Upgrade it would cost like way more than just buying it.
Yep.
It's always the case.
I know.
Get the
I know. Why is it like that? Why is it like that when you're like, ooh, I could buy all the parts?
I would buy the diffs, what is it? The diffs, the ESC and motor and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well just buy the car. Because you got to get those upgraded diffs and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, speaking of, there's Greg Sopa.
Hey.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about the Grom. He had posted on my page because I woke up and I saw the video pop. I was logged into, why was it? Oh, because I have YouTube TV and I use a different Gmail for that. I had my normal Gmail for it, my name Gmail for it. my main Gmail, and then my in-laws got on it and programs started getting unfavorited, and I'd go to watch them and they weren't there. I'm
The
like,
algorithm.
seriously?
Oh,
Well, no,
yeah.
because you put a plus mark and it records them, it DVRs them, and they don't know what they're doing, so they're like, going around the remote trying to get to things and undoing the little check mark for DVR. So then I'd show up and it's not there to watch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
anyway, I'm like, you know what? They can keep that stinking log, and they know it. I'm going under my other one. So, but when I do that, I have to log in to my other Gmail, which then puts my YouTube and everything. So I just happened to be in that other YouTube, and the Arma video popped up. They just dropped it for loading on their website and all that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
before they even showing it on their website, because I went looking for it, I'd already seen the YouTube videos and posted it because I'm like, dude, this is sick.
Yeah.
And the black one with the gold wheels, shoot.
Oh, see, I like the purple,
Shoot,
blue,
pink.
and pink.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be the other one. They're
yeah.
all good. I like all the color options.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
But the one is so racy, man. Like,
I know.
such
Well,
an off-road.
that pink and purple one or whatever, it looks so shreddy. Like it's so awesome.
Make sure you pre-order your brushless grounds with your local hobby shops if you want them before Christmas. They were nuts. Yeah, dude, the price was spot on. So Greg works with Horizon. Was very instrumental in a lot of the LMT and all that stuff, and that's where I know him from. Is through I met him at Digger's Dungeon for the World Finals. They were there. Gotten to know him. He's an awesome dude.
Right on.
And now he's doing stuff with Arma. He's still with Horizon, but he's really instrumental with stuff with Arma right now. So he says purple and pink is my favorite as well. Yeah, the heat wave vibes are what I dig about the black, and very much what you'd see in a truck up here running in like Silver Lake. There's a lot of the gold and black stuff up here. So I don't know, I just anyway, but that Greg's in here in the chat, and he was commenting on the upgrades to somebody else that runs up here with our SCX24 groups that we comp with. And his son comps and is friends with my boys, and they just started getting into the minis. So they got the mini LMTs, they got the other Grom. I don't know if they got the other thing that he was getting that is a mini as well for his birthday this past weekend, so I won't say what it is. But he's got several of those coming out. And so my boy, I bought a Grom. I hadn't been able to get my hands on one, and then they had Crawler Canyon had one at Great Lakes Gauntlet, and my son was running mini LMTs and that with this guy's son, and he somehow broke something on his in a diff or something. I don't know what he did. Something went wrong with his LMT mini. So he started running the Grom. Well, Dom didn't have a Grom, and so he's still running the LMTs with him, but he was just loving that Grom. So I finally found one. I bought it there, and they went out and just kept running them nonstop. And they're sweet. The mini Grom is such a cool. It looks. Then the brushless just came out right after I get mine. Of course.
I know.
And it's more expensive to upgrade it than because that's one of the things he was copping that he was mentioning, or that he was questioning. My buddy was questioning. He was like, "Man, like, are they going to do some kind of bundle?"
Right.
And he's like, "It's just better to add, it's almost the cost of getting a new one. You might as well just buy the new one."
Yeah.
That's what it really boils down to.
Yeah.
So.
See, I think it'd be dope to have both of them and just go out there and rip. Like, it seems, they seem fast. Well, they see, what it seems like it would be fun, putting them in your backpack, going on a hike, and going in my little trails that are around here in the woods where you're just like bombing over stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, like do stage
nice little path. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like doing little stage rallies in there. Oh, so much fun. Yeah, those look cool, and they look really. I watched RC Driver's video. Looked really planted. Like for being small, you know what I mean? It looked like it kind of stuck down pretty good, and it might be one of those things where maybe you put a little weight cube in it or something like that to keep the chassis down a little bit more. But it seemed awesome.
That's
seemed
cool.
rad.
Seems Jay Eaton's mentioned possibly J Concepts mini bodies for the LMT minis.
That'd be
cool. And Greg
Yeah.
so the HBR event was this weekend. I couldn't get off for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Hall Brothers Racing,
Mm-hmm.
where they do the Horizon Fest at Eli Field, they and do monster truck racing and all that there for that event. Cheech and the Hall Brothers did a race there, and he took one of the Typhon Groms there, and they said it was
cool.
driving like an 8-scale buggy. Is that sick? Because they also have an 8-scale outdoor course there.
Yeah.
Race course. They've got the flight field. I mean, it's that one place where I go where it's like the carnival of RC.
Yeah. Dude, did I tell? So speaking of Typhon and 8-scale buggy, this summer the race that Olivia and Dalton both broke in the last lap, third place that turned into first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Typhon. He was running with a 8-scale. He was running a 8-scale Typhon, or yeah, it was a Typhon, and it was just kind of doctored up a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like keeping up with. I don't want to say true 8-scale buggies because that sounds like, but you know what I mean. Like they're not super intended to be competitive with the 8-scale. I don't think.
So the little one from Associated, the 12th scale or whatever, 14th
Reflex.
scale. Yeah. My buddy has one of those and says it's just insane that it handles like race buggies too. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun little class. I mean, you wouldn't need much space.
Got it from, but new in box. But
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Booster FPV, what's up? So yeah, it that's cool. The Groms, man. Now I will say I'm just gonna let this little bird out there. Greg can say it to the people that be if he wants to or not. Because I see somebody talking about the NASCAR Groms, which also very much have my attention. They're hard to get your hands on, and then they're going to be even harder if you don't get in on this batch because they're going to be doing the new bodies for the next year.
Oh, right.
But I say, man, if you're going to come out with a brushless one of them, and they're going to be like, well, it's tough to do and keep all of the SKUs and stuff going and all that. People are going to want brushless motors, these kits for these other ones with it. Just make your Horizon Hobby one. Sell a bunch of Horizon Hobby bodies and make that your brushless version of that. And then you can sell other bodies to go on it. But,
yeah,
I think having an out-of-the-box one of those in brushless would be sweet. And I know they're not going to be able to keep every SKU in every brush in brushless. And I know they're trying to keep price points down on them and whatnot. But I could see one of them potentially going and just make it your Horizon one. I'm already like on the that's the one I want. The Horizon Hobby one looks so dope. The white, blue, yellow is sharp.
Yep.
As much as I want the tracker one, or the Bass Pro Shops, tracker boats. I don't know. It's not as sharp looking.
Yeah.
I love the brand of Bass Pro. Like I'm a huge Bass Pro fan.
Now, what if it was like all glitter paint with a Bass Pro on the logo? So it looked like
with a unicorn.
No, so it looked like a bass boat.
That's what they need, man. The lower half being all glitter.
That'd be sick.
That would be pretty rad. Missed opportunity. We'll have to talk NASCAR.
Dude, so, okay, apparently now we're going, Mom, sorry if you're listening. I haven't told you yet. So,
Greg's like, way to plant the seed. We need to get the demand filled first. I know the demand on it's stupid.
What I was saying is that so my mom apparently bought tickets for all the girls to go watch the Nutcracker. And my daughter's like, that's the same weekend we're supposed to be racing in Oregon at the Christmas race. And I was like, yeah. So, but the place that we're racing, I know, I'm like, well, you're going to go see the Nutcracker. I'm going to go racing now. But the track that we're going to has an indoor carpet oval, and those little NASCAR. Oh, that would be fun on that oval because it's perfectly smooth, all the grip you can imagine. Could you imagine ripping those things around on the carpet oval like that? That would be fun. That would be so much fun.
Yeah. So here's what I'll do. I'll go buy the Grom and then they'll release the brushless.
NASCAR, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the NASCAR Grom. Sorry,
Here comes
kind of like
my
I did
shirt.
with the other one.
You can get
Just-
the shirt and the
I'll
hat.
just give him the
That's
push.
Okay,
Oh, you got
so,
the hoodie.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let me
Hold on.
make you full screen to see this. There you go.
So
Those are cool.
I don't know if you can see it. It says "Drive Like a Girl,"
Yep.
Die Hard RC, and then on the
Little
back,
radio. It's cool.
yeah,
It has dog hair.
and then on the back it has the Die Hard logo, but it's in a more girly font or a girly color,
Oh, color scheme's cool.
and that says "Drive Like a Girl."
Yeah. That blue and pink's really hot right now.
Yeah, it is. Why do you think I designed it that way, Tony?
Greg, that's what ends up happening, man. I get
Hold
the
on.
brush, and then the
It-
brushless
Put the
comes
shirt
out.
and the hat.
Oh, that's okay. Olivia said she had the
I
shirt
just-
and the hat.
I went to buy. So okay, so we'll talk about my thing. I went
Yep.
comping, right?
Yep.
24 scale, still my jam. Gonna be, it's my main jam. Like I don't know, it helps support a local shop, you know. So that's kind of where I'm living right now is 24 scale comping. I also did 10 scale because they run it the same night, and so I did 10 scale, 18 scale, and 24 scale all in one night. It
Ooh,
was super fun.
sounds like a long night, but in a fun way.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I got there at 6. It was out by the mini one was done by 7:30. They,
That'd be cool.
everyone got in and just got to it.
That's
Multiple
nice.
people running. The 10 scale didn't even. They were still barely starting when we finished. Because they were still setting up, but some of the mini guys get there early and set gates, like so you could almost run at 5:30 if you wanted. But yeah, anyway.
How many people are running?
Tell your
through
wife
that
I said it was
one?
okay. Yeah. Well, I have. If he had the power to look in my shopping cart or horizon, there may or may not be a black and gold in there. I got distracted and never finished it, but
Don't let me forget about this
Yeah.
theme because I got to come back to this theme by the end of the night. It's
white
it's pretty
one?
funny. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, while I'm there though, I'm asking because I do guitar lessons again, just trying to. You plateau in anything, and I'm just
Yeah.
trying to break past. Like I can do quite a bit on the guitar. It's funny because I was just watching a video and the guy's like, so you start here and you feel great. And then you do this set of chords and then you go to these open chords and then you start doing, and he's literally naming all the progressions that I'd done, and kind of where I was at. Then you start running this pentatonic scale and, but you just hit this point where like, okay, I know stuff, but
Yeah.
and a lot of people plateau where I did. And it's like, how do I break past that? And so anyway, I'm just taking lessons just to kind of try and push myself beyond.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're older now, and so our mind applies things differently than what it did
Yeah.
when we were younger. Because I'm totally with you. Like one of the
I'm
reasons
in a
why
rut. Like I go to what I know and it's easy. And
Well,
which is,
yeah.
I know bar chords. I know all
But-
these
but-
age chords but
but now you've seen the other side of it too. From when you were younger, you might have seen a lot of it, but now you
Mhm.
see other angles of it. Like for instance, when I stopped playing because of all the music theory stuff,
right.
and I was in jazz. Like I played wind ensemble and all that, but for me it was mostly jazz stuff, and I was like, I don't need to know all this stuff. Like I know what sounds good. It's like a second voice, right? When you're playing, and it's like that's all I need to know. Like I don't need to know all the stuff. And then now I'm like, oh, I see why I need to know that
Yeah.
stuff. Like you know what I mean? Like so.
To improvise. So much of it's improv, and so you need to know it so you can just play on the fly
Yeah.
for jazz. But
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, so doing that, the guy has these NASCAR cars on his desk. I talked about this a little last week, and
Hmm.
then I started talking about that. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just picked up the Lucy. I ordered it through a hobby shop, like way away from us. Like there's 3 more local ones." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You didn't get it from one of these guys?" Like, well, they didn't have any. Anyway, he ordered one through a hobby shop an hour from here.
Oh wow.
Went to pick it up. And I was like, man. So I go from that, and then Thursday, 2 days later, I'm at the hobby shop. I'm like, hey, do you have any of these in
You're
here
like-
right now? Kind of,
You're like, y'all got any more of them Groms?
I might just, walk out with one of you. I don't even care what body it is. And he didn't. He'd sold out of them.
Oh. He's like, no, but I know a shop an hour away that might have one.
So yeah, no, they didn't. They had orders. Like he special ordered it through them and got it.
Oh wow.
Anyway, Horizon may have them on their side. I don't know. I haven't looked. I just had the itch when I was in the store. But now that Mojave's out, like not as much interest in the for $180 for the brushed NASCAR, right, or $200 for the brushless Mojave. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing the Johnny 5 guitar. I don't know.
My daughter must be eavesdropping because she's like, "Can you tell them about the thing?" And I was like, "Yes, I will." That's why. That's why I said. That's why I was saying, "Don't let me forget about the wife thing." Anyways, so how many people show up on an average night like that to get through so fast on 24 scale?
Well, I didn't leave till 9 almost 30 in the end. So, but that's because of 10 scale. We were done before 8 with the other, and then I just
Which one did you comp? Which car?
The 10 scale?
Yeah.
Or, the Vanquish. Nice. Carbon.
Yeah.
So
how'd you do?
I didn't place. I was doing pretty good, but everybody is until you hit one gate, like one tough gate, you know, and then you're at that point. I probably could have got through with a couple winches, but I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not. If you hit a gate, you weren't in the top 10 probably.
Right.
So, or top whatever. So I just kind of went for them and tried. I kept seeing people try that couldn't make certain gates, and I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Yeah.
I actually did make it, but yeah, it took a weird roundabout way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 24 scale, I only got a 2. I had one winch that I had to use, and the rest was clean. But there was 3 people that got a 2, and then one person got a 0 on his second attempt. He paid back in and ran it again.
Oh, nice.
So,
that's
so I think
cool.
he had a 6 on his first one, but I think he saw a way to. I mean, once you do it and kind of see how it's going to handle, you have an idea.
Right.
But there was that one. I still don't know how he made it through without a winch. Everybody, for the most part, had to. At the time, I was the closest to getting through without having a winch until the very end. I got the front through without the tire pushing in and put my truck in a bad spot. I got through that, and then my back end was just like, it's going to fall in and hit it. And so winched it. But yeah. But man, my old school. So my 24 scale that build on that started like. It's at least a 2-year-old build. The PureTech Scythe Carbon is what I'm running on truck? My favorite ones. And I have, 10 other builds after that.
Yeah.
And that green truck is still my favorite. And there's certain courses it doesn't do well on because the skid is so low and long that it just grabs on stuff. But there's certain courses where it dominates. It does awesome. Yeah. If they don't really have high brake, I'll be huge. Ours are getting to the point where they're pretty difficult, and those ones, the breakover can be pretty extreme. And but
did you see that new Deluxe
this week?
Did you see the Deluxe Fab transmission?
Yes.
24 scale.
Did you have a new one? Not just the colored versions?
24 scale Deluxe Fab.
Oh, Deluxe Fab has them. Oh,
yes. You should look it up.
My buddies here was working on something that I can't wait till I kind of showed him some other build that was not a 24 scale, and I was like, dude, like if you could do this for your 24s for transmission,
sweet.
Because the rest of his builds are insane.
Yeah,
but he was having to use this carrier.
Oh
transmission bearing and all that.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
if you told me about that guy before.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if he actually got it working and finalized, but he went home and like that weekend, I was like, dude. Yeah. Awesome. So we'll see. But I haven't seen the Deluxe Fab one. They make
Yeah,
good stuff.
it looks pretty clean. So JJ Eaton, if you're looking that up, I'll talk to JJ Eaton real quick, has a question about the RB10. He just picked up a RB10, doesn't know how to upgrade it. So it depends on really what you're trying to do. If you're trying to race the RB10,
You put it in the trash and you get the TLR.
no.
Just kidding. I kid.
So if you're trying to
Do I
race,
get any brownie points for that? Come on, that was good.
I know.
Greg's done here. That was a good one.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, whatever.
Playing to the audience here.
Yeah. So if you're trying to race it on carpet or turf, anywhere really, a censored system is going to be the biggest change from that, because that 3300 kV ESC and motor is like, it's like a rocket ship. Like it goes like this and it goes woof, goes really quick. So, and there's no really way to flatten that out. So I would say censored electronics, servo, and that would be pretty solid. Then obviously tires, depending on what you're doing. But you know, it's not really, the RB10's kind of meant for like a gateway to turn in to getting into racing, but it's more of like an outdoor kind of basher. You could still do it on some tracks and stuff like that, but it's not, there's some dialability on it, but you're not going to have all the functions to it. So I would start with that. Chong says he had to turn off the video to buy RC parts locally. Drive Like a Girls program is incredible, and they are going to continue to grow the skill under my mentorship. Thank you. And he goes, oh yeah, and he forgot Olivia had such a great weekend too. Good job, he says. Yeah, so thanks for buying local. And 3, full heatedly agree with your advice on moving up.
Mine or Pablo's?
Mine, moving up into moving out of novice.
Okay.
I think it would create.
I thought he meant on moving up from the RB10 to the TLR, but you know,
he's an associated guy.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, agree to agree. What's going on, Eminem's kids?
So quick, John Lau, or Lowe,
Lou
asked about. He picked up the Hobby Plus FureTech T Hunter.
Oh yeah,
which I think look awesome.
Does that sound for like trophy wife
upgrades?
Is that what T stands for?
It stands for Unimog.
Of course. Why wouldn't it?
Right? That's how I spell it. T. Unimog. I would put brass wheels on it.
Solid.
First, biggest, bestest upgrade would be weight down low on something like that. I would probably remove my shock springs or cut them in half so it sits a little lower. What else? Servo. The servo is not bad actually in it.
They just don't have shelf life.
It's not. They're not fast. Well, these ones aren't bad in the.
Oh, okay.
These T Hunter Hobby Plus ones, they're metal geared and they're not bad. They're just not fast. So eventually that would be something I would look at, but like it's not worth getting like any of the low stuff. You want to bump right up to like one of the faster ones, like a Reefs or
like a Raw 700,
NS DRC or whatever. Yeah, put a Raw 700 in. Yeah.
Why not?
Something like that, or there's that other one that's out there, that Eco Power like all-in-one that they've been using. Whatever that is, fast internally as well.
Yeah,
they don't make it for that model, but that's where I'd start. And then if they have brass parts for the axles, I would go with that, like outer portal parts. Just getting some weight down low to keep it planted.
Yep. Always good advice for crawlers.
Yep.
Always good advice.
And if you're going to comp with it, I would try to find brass wheels that are zero, like whatever you can fit over the portals, but keep it tucked without going like, don't go uber wide with them. Most people I see getting those T-Hunters put like the +4 millimeter out drives out of the drive shafts that stick out of their portals, and then really wide wheels. And then like, so if you're ever going to do a comp with it, I wouldn't do that. But if you're just going to trail run with it, that kind of stuff actually plants it pretty well as well. So you can go wide in that case. But I've seen those being sold and being brought in to compete on the 18 scale comps, and they're just way too wide. But yeah. Hey, Sayers RC is in. He did awesome in 1/10. I did not great in 18 scale either this week. I went from the win the week before to there's a new guy there, and I showed him how not to drive. It was a really tough course.
Yeah.
Like tight and hard corners on weird angle. And so I just kept missing it and going around, but then I'd get like stuck and have to like, because you can kind of go in a loop, but then mow over the old gates and then still not make the corner and have to go do it again.
Yeah.
Then I ended up rolling when I did that, but saving, like, it was just like, it was not pretty. I didn't have a terrible score. I might have got third even, but it was not like, oh, that was like sweet looking. It was like,
did you throw anything?
I didn't throw anything.
Okay.
I
was so mad this weekend.
It did not look good. You wouldn't look at that and go, wow, look at that thing. Just crawl over. You're like, what the crap is that guy doing? Is he going in circle again? How many times is it? We need like a maximum length per gate that you're allowed to have.
After snowman.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
You get 2 roundabouts, and then if you can't make it, you got to go for it.
Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah.
No, it made me think of this weekend football. I was so mad, and I've been mad at Geno Smith before several times. Geno Smith and DK Metcalf, okay, they're professional athletes, so I don't have much room to talk, but being a coach and being like someone that is involved in team leaders and stuff like that, man, these guys are like it's kind of that old argument. It's like, do you realize what you're doing? Do you realize you're living out your childhood dream? Like, stop being a little cryberry and go out there and play ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, right. Oh my gosh, he got a late hit out of bounds, and as he was walking away in front of the referee, he spiked the football off of the guy that hit him late in the helmet.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, are you serious right now? Like,
yeah, I did see that. I was like, what's that?
I know.
Hey, Henry, this is our version of Formula One talk.
Yeah.
On that other channels later in the week.
Yeah.
We're gonna sports for a second here. Sports.
Oh my gosh.
My wife calls that sportsing. Like whenever they do like interviews.
Sportsing.
Oh, I hate the sportsing. Like sportsing. Like they never tell you anything like just enough that well, what we're trying to do here is keep the ball longer than the other team and put it in the end zone more times than they do. So we've got a pretty good shot at that if we just keep playing defense.
Yeah.
And having good offense.
Yeah.
We might just win this one. Like, okay, yeah, of course anybody would if they did that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What a waste. What a waste of 30 seconds of airtime because they can't tell you anything.
Yeah. Captain Obvious.
Oh my gosh. It's like
take it easy, Nick.
Sports ball talk. Exactly. It's sportsing.
Yeah.
Hey, the World Series is on.
Yeah.
LA's going to be riding
See you at the
tonight.
Next one, Nick. Yeah.
LA will burn.
You think so?
Oh, LA is gonna burn.
I didn't see what the score was before I got on.
That's how you celebrate things. You destroy other people's livelihoods.
Yeah, why not? You think they're gonna win in 4? Sweep?
They're kicking their butts, so I would think so. But yeah, we'll see. I just watched the highlights.
Yeah. I used to be.
I'll watch it if it's my team, but I just don't watch other teams.
Yeah, I used to be hardcore. I used to watch preseason baseball on TV all the time. Yeah. First thing I popped on, it was baseball, MLB Network all day. When I was coaching, oh man, it was like live, eat, breathe, sleep baseball.
Oh, it's in the script for LA to win in LA. So
there you go.
What was I gonna say?
6-4, bottom of the 8th, New York.
Oh, really? Are they in New York? I don't even know where they're at now. So I have YouTube TV. I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And
fancy.
It does like catch up by plays, like important plays.
Yeah.
So you can just join the game midway, but then like, oh, let me just see. I'll just watch all the key plays up till now, and then just start watching live, which I
That's
never
nice.
do. You always bail out of the key plays like 10 plays ahead of.
Yeah.
Well, baseball we did it, and there were 2 plays that were key plays, and then you were live. And this is an hour and a half into the game. 2 key plays, two hits. Like, and that is why we're watching Monday Night Football right now. We will wait until we can see the highlights of this game at the end.
Here you go. Hopefully those riders loot some Horizon containers and get some Grom BXs on offer up soon.
Oh, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That right there, that's funny.
I'll take it. I'll allow it.
They're in New York. Okay, yeah. There's more rioting if they win it in LA.
Yeah, I know Game 5's in New York
streets.
too. I thought Game 5 was in New York too.
It's usually, yeah. I thought it was 2-2, 1-1, 1. So whoever's home field advantage, right?
I don't know.
Starts with 2, then it's 2 with the other, then it comes back to the home field, then it goes to the non, and then it ends with home field advantage for the 7th.
Sure.
So I think it bounces like that. It's in hockey. That's how they do it. Hockey.
That's a brutal commute.
So
all the time change and all that, playing ball, cross country.
They better know how to do it. They're paid big bucks to do that. Speaking of, though, that that Commanders game. Can I say that? Can I call them the Commanders on here?
No, you can't call them Commanders on here.
The Redskins. That's what I grew up with, and I was in Virginia when they were, and then Michigan they became the Commanders, and I'm like, what in the COVID happened to the football teamers?
The sports ballers.
Now the Redskin like heirs, or like not the heirs, but the the kin of are like suing them to take the name back because they actually thought it was good, right?
Yeah.
It was an honor, that we were fierce, right?
Did Magic Johnson buy the Redskins? So Henry says
he says, he bought Washington.
No, I'm asking if he bought Washington, if he bought the team, or if he's big owner of it now.
Yeah, and that's the thing, when they switch cities, they get an extra break.
Day to acclimate.
Yeah. For hockey, it's two days. But yeah. Anyway, that ending was insane.
Was that the one where he was taunting? I only saw a highlight.
Yeah. Bears guy was taunting the crowd.
And the Hail Mary. Yeah.
And then he tipped it into the guy's hands for the win. It was insane.
Sweet irony.
Yeah.
He's like, I immediately regret this decision.
So back to comp action. Comp action was fun. I had a great time hanging out in both and helping score in that in the 10 scale. It's way different with the winch sticks and 10 scale. Holy cow. They leverage those things, man. Like they're on broom poles, twist and pull. Like as they're going, you don't have time to twist, so you just lean the pole to give it that quick tension to help float a tire or whatever. It's crazy.
What?
It's very much a game. So we do winch sticks. We don't do winching off of the vehicles, like from a winch on the vehicle. We pretend like your buddy is already on the hill and made it through, and he's throwing you a line to help support you as you're doing whatever, or pull you up.
I don't like it.
So that's how we do it. Huh?
I don't like it.
Well, it's fun. If you've done it, it's stupid fun.
So is it like, don't forget to tip your caddy on the way out, kind of?
You should have a good winch person. It becomes a 2-man effort.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah. But it keeps it quick, because otherwise if people are pulling out winches and then.
See, I never understood that. Why do most people, whenever I did it, my winch line would be sucked into my back bumper. Yeah. And then I'd just be like, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Like, I don't understand why people winch all the way in and then winch all the way out and then winch all the way in. It's like, why?
No, I always go to the back bumper, but you
Yeah.
still have to winch it out on some of them in order to find something to reach. So
Yeah.
we just do it like it's another vehicle, like if you had somebody on the trail with you, and
I just
just
hold
to
my
make it.
RC above the
The
dirt and
problem is
go
they're
boom,
making
boom.
the courses so hard
Yeah.
that everybody has to have a winch, but not everybody has them, and so to kind of level the playing field for anybody
Yeah.
that comes in, that's how they do it. And they provide the winch sticks, so you don't have to have your own. But
No
again, it acts more
carbon
like having.
fiber graphite winch sticks.
They're big old broom handles, man. And on the bottom where that scoop is, they have the kinetic ones on, and then you just put it attached to the car, and then you twist it like it's a winch going in.
Ah.
So you just spin the pole in order to winch in, and then if you really need it, it's like backing up the car or whatever. You just kind of tilt a little quick on the pole. You got to keep the single contact point though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does
Anyway,
anyone do Mr. Miyagi where he's like
right?
he's like winching it in?
Well, sometimes before you winch it, you just wrap it because you know you're going to want to keep it tight.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to want to be able to let out a lot when they go down a hill. So you start it tight next to the vehicle, and then it's part of the game. And as you learn to play it, it adds a whole nother element that's kind of fun. So
I'm sure.
But I prefer what I've liked about the last 2 weeks for the minis is there's really not been a need for them, but maybe in one spot. I'd rather it be a driver course first.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to. Yeah, there was not. There was no way to make it last time without a couple winches because of the angles and stuff that we're on. We're indoors. You have less line options. And so we stake them without knowing and nobody runs it. And the first person to go finds out if it's doable or not. And if it's not, then the winch sticks play for that gate. So
nice.
But yeah.
So you guys can walk all over that track?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's built tough, dude. Like, yeah, with all the rock and the clay and what, like,
whoa,
they're solid. 10-4 New York. Dang,
must have just
that
had
was
a
big jump.
Yeah.
Deep fried winch sticks. Yeah. Again, there's a lot of purists that hate it. It's how we play up here.
Yeah, it's just
part of the game. And when you learn it, I don't know, it just makes it fun. But again, I would rather the courses be doable.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like the fact that the people that build it want to run too. They're not just there to build it and let other people play.
Yeah.
And the only way to be fair is you just set them up, and just some things aren't doable and you don't realize it till you run it. And then you're like, ooh, I was a jerk. Like, that gate is not good. But we just make do. It's basically like a video game at that point.
Sure. I think it's cool too because it's kind of one of those outlier obstacle things, right? Like anything, it's like anything could happen. You know, it's like miscommunication. Looks to be you.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is sometimes you think that it's just as easy, everybody can do it, but somebody will do it and they'll pull too tight and it'll snap the front end around and hit a gate, and you're like, you can hear the groan at the
the eye roll.
Yeah, like, seriously, dude. It's like, hey, you put yourself in that spot, man.
Yeah.
So it's nerve-wracking to be that guy and have some of that responsibility because you can end somebody's night pretty quick if you drop them into a gate.
Yeah.
So
brutal.
Anyway, it was fun. Slater's has been killing it.
Nice.
Right. It's never about, to be fair, the guy setting the gates for 10s hasn't been on the podium in a month. So, and that's not what I was saying, is they don't set the gates and then test them.
Right.
So you don't know. Like, when I was doing it for the gauntlet, I would set the gates and then I would run it. Or somebody would set the gates and I would run it and be like, dude, that's just too rough. Like, let's make it more doable. Like, because we don't want to be winching everything. We don't do that on a Thursday night. Like, you run what they set and nobody knows if it's going to, like that 18 scale, it was brutal. Didn't look like it was going to be that bad. But when you got on it, you're like, wait, I got to go there and then turn. Then you look at the person that made it and you're like, seriously? I hate you tonight. You're not my friend ever again. Till next week.
I just slashed all your tires.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I unbound your radio. Good luck.
Yeah.
You're going to try all these batteries thinking.
I just put all your batteries on discharge.
Yeah. I flipped the black and red cables on all your batteries. Have fun.
That's what you got to do. Just sneak in and flip the channel.
Yeah.
Reverse the channel on accident.
Yeah.
Oh, whammy.
Whammy.
I so badly want to solder this in right now, but I'm not ready to.
Just use your hat solder.
I know. Should be good. All right, so you ready to see my
Yes, let's see your rig.
my pit hauler?
Hey, Pablo, I'm Ryan Media. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
All right, we're going to see a pit hauler. This could be a crawler hauler. This could be a lot of haulers. I'm thinking about it for my SCX24, so let's see it.
You would love it. Okay, so here's the whole thing. Well,
I would lose my tools in it.
Well, here's what's awesome. Can you see my mouse?
Yes. It looks like
this cross
crosshair.
So so this piece holds 2 stadium trucks.
Okay.
And a box of some stuff underneath it. This piece,
buggies.
2 buggies with some stuff underneath it. This piece could hold 3 radios, but it's only going to hold 2 radios.
Yeah. Pablo's makeup for the weekend.
Basically. So if Chong's still in the house, this is what I did to mine. I 3D printed these. And because the pockets are so deep, I 3D printed them. And so now you can have double stack pockets in here.
Ooh, fancy.
And it is awesome.
What? You got like AE erasers in there? It's like pencil erasers?
No, those right here are my ride height gauges. So I printed them at certain heights and widths. So if I rotate them, I know I could check it with my calipers, but I know how tall they are. So I slide them underneath the truck or the car and get what my ride height needs.
People don't know what you're doing. They're just like, oh, it's this AE thing.
I know.
All tricky.
Secret sauce. But this thing is awesome, dude. It's lightweight. It's got all the compartments I need. And it's basically, that is our whole, aside from our 8 scale buggies, that's like our whole racing thing.
Wow. Did you find a spot for all your oils, like your shock oils?
Yeah. So like in the second one, there's 2 of these.
They're tall enough that it'll fit in there, or you lay them down?
Lay them down. Yeah. And I'm not bringing a ton. We're all basically only running 3 different shock oils and 2 different diff oils for the most part. You know what I mean? So all that goes in. So there's two of these kits that I got right here. And one of them has all this and 10 scale plastics. And the other one is half full with 8 scale plastics. So yeah.
So how much does a race setup like that cost? Not internals, but just the cases. 150?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, actually, like right spot on. I mean, and it's 42 inches tall.
And that's more. So you bought a kit first, and then you added 2 other cases to it.
Yep, I added this case and this case.
Okay, so it normally has the 2 big ones,
and which would be totally fine. Like if you were doing this for 24 scale, that would be.
I could just use that one. Those top 3.
Well, the nice thing is this bottom one has wheels though.
For 24 scale, I'm saying.
Yeah, but I just mean like you could roll it around. Like
they're built into that one. Got it.
Yeah. So
do the bottom one and then the red upper and the black upper.
Yep. Like
those
these
3.
2.
Is that what comes with the kit or no?
These 2 and this one of these top ones comes with the kit.
Okay.
So it'd still be fine.
So I could put my 10 scale crawler in the bottom one.
Yep.
24 scale crawlers in the big middle one, and then parts and then wheels and
parts. Yep. So in the big middle one, you could put your controller and some 20. I mean, you could fit a ton of 24 scales in there.
Yeah.
Seriously, you could probably fit 6 in there easily. And radio.
I need to build like a 3D printed cross sections that I can put a lid on, Just take that lid off and they're just underneath it.
And have what do they call them? What are those sandwiches that Harley likes? The Uncrustable pocket. Maybe a juice box pocket would be cool.
Actually, the bottom one should just be a grid that would be the width of the cars and have a bunch of them. And then the top one be just like a tray almost that had a handle and lift it off so you could get to them.
There you go. Totally worth it. Good value compared to the rest of them that I've looked at. And like I said, I've had one of these setups for work.
You get it at Lowe's?
Yep. Super durable. The latches on the new ones seem to pop off a lot, but they just click back in. It doesn't bother me. If they break, I'm taking it back. So, but no, I like it. It's totally worth it. And it's nice because everything's contained, right? So like if I wanted to, I could leave my race cars in there.
Now, how do they do each other for carry? From the side, do they clip, or they just kind of stack and?
No, they clip onto the side. So like if I wanted to unclip this middle small one, I could pick up all three of these at the same time and they'd stay together.
By just unclipping the side of the clip on the side?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a photo of that, do you?
No. Sorry.
Can you take a picture of it? Is it sitting next to you? You're looking at it.
It's in the dark. Yeah, let me see if I can do it.
I guess you could pull it up online.
I guess. Here, I got it.
I guess we are online, though, aren't we? We're going to pull it up online, but...
No, I'm going to send it a picture to me right now.
That's still pulling it up online.
No.
Right? Yeah, technically. No. Yeah, you're pulling it up online for me to see on your computer with your own picture online.
Whatever.
Yeah, so there.
Shut your pie hole. Okay, so let's see. Okay, stop screen. Then let's do a present again because now I got to do another one.
So Jesse, that's how my box always is. That's why I wanted the smaller ones that he's showing. That small red one would be perfect. Okay. So just unclick one of those.
Yep.
On each side, and then the other ones would stay clicked in. You can.
Yep.
Yeah. So the red one and the black ones, the top red one and the black ones seem perfect for 24s.
Yep.
I just use the big black and yellow bins from Home Depot.
Yeah,
I have no, and I just throw everything in it.
Yep.
And I'm
I like those. See, this one's nice because it rolls.
Yeah. Well, I have zero organization for mine too, which is great. So that's a plus.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, all my stuff.
Me digging around. I'm like, I might have shocks in here. Let me just.
I know it's like Mary Poppins
around, like, or like your Halloween candy bag. Like,
it's like
I got a Tootsie Roll in here.
It's your Lego bin. You're like, I know I got a 2x1. Where is it?
In gray.
In gray. See, that's the thing though. Now that there's so much going on, I have to be super organized because I need to be like, all right, here we go. Yeah. I need to I need to be like A-arms in this pocket. And here's the thing that sucks about like managing the rentals and this. So I have to inventory my own stuff. But the rentals have another bin full of like
one
A-arms.
For you, one for me. One for you.
I know. Well, they're all B64s and we run the B67s. So
hey, so let's talk about, you were saying the wife thing. We need to bring that back up.
Okay. So can you hear the vacuuming going right now? Apparently someone's vacuuming upstairs.
Not really. I hear wind chimes.
That's not me. Hello from Florida, Dave. Looks like it's on sale. That's exactly why I got it, Tanker T68. It's because it was on sale. So
and then $50 for the other two.
Yep, exactly. Totally worth it. Okay, so my daughter wants to make money, right? And she wants to make money for RC.
Get in line.
And I know, right? And she's really, obviously, she's really skilled when it comes to building now.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's going to start offering, I told her, I go, right now is the time to do it. Start offering to build new kits for the season or when people get them for Christmas or whatever, and offer that service, right, to the guys at the track. And so all day today we were kind of talking about ideas for a name, and my wife's like, "Oh, great. Now you're going to go and design a logo and brand it all." And I was like, "Yeah, like of course I am." So she came up with a name. And I was like, at first I was like, why don't you theme it around like Speed Shop or something like that? And then I don't know how we got on the topic, but it was like not letting mom know about what we just spent or whatever. And then she decided to call it the Secret Speed Shop. And then her tagline's no receipts, no problems. I was like, I like it. Like, I was like, that's what she's got to do. So now she's going to have the Secret Speed Shop.
Speed Shop. I like it.
Yep. And so she's going to market.
You got to have the tagline with it, though, because that's perfect.
I know, right? In the sign painter font, no receipt, no problem.
Yep. The guitar shop, they're like, "You're paying cash?" I'm like, "Of course I'm paying cash."
I know, duh.
You want a receipt? Nah. Nope.
Nope.
Like, you guys keep a record of it, right?
Yeah.
So if I need
Can you
to
take it
return
from PayPal? Can you take it
yeah.
from PayPal? That would be nice if you could do it from PayPal.
What did I just get? I just got one of those harmonica holders.
Nice.
Go over your neck.
That's super
So you can
cool.
play guitar and play
That
harmonica.
gets all the
at same
chicks.
time. So yeah, there's like,
Like a retainer.
and he's almost like Blues Traveler, which that's a big turn on.
It's like the headgear, but for middle-aged people. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Want to see me pass out?
Oh, you're like soon you're going to be wearing Burks, Dave Matthews style. Yeah, that's awesome.
They're back though.
I know.
They're already back in.
Ew, so gross.
As long as they don't come out in teal again.
Yeah, I can't do them. I've never been able to do them. Never will do them. I'm from Washington and I won't do them. I told you I was given
the closed-toed ones or the open ones or neither.
Either of them. Neither. I never got on the Croc game. Nope. Like,
well, you're missing out on. It's like walking on clouds.
So I've got Crocs, but my Crocs are like, they look like the Debo slippers. You know what I mean? They're like the mock toe shoes. But I stepped on the heels. They just look like, the black velvet slippers that are gangster.
You're wearing them? Oh, those don't count.
They're Crocs, though.
You get the cloud experience, but not with all the rocks that end up under your toes. Another rock in my Crocs.
No.
Dave probably knows about him being from Florida.
I got blasted in the foot, and my foot is still sore today. I got the chanclas. My daughter just smashed a spider with a chancla today. Those are flip-flops for you gringos. No, I got blasted in the foot by a car on Saturday, and it was like full on meat of the arch of your foot, like on the inside. It didn't hit the hard part of my shoe. It was like straight in the fatty part. And I thought it broke my foot. It hurt so bad. It was like as perpendicular as you could go. Pow! And I was just like, thank you. Yeah.
More, please.
I know. And of course I picked the car up and put it down nicely.
My arms are jello because I just had to do cold blacktop patch. And then you have to use that flat tamper.
Yeah.
But it's cold here-ish. It was cold yesterday. I took my air conditioner out yesterday because it was cold here.
Yeah.
Today it's 79 degrees in Michigan.
How does that happen? Yeah.
It snowed last Halloween. Last Halloween it snowed.
Right? Yeah.
79 degrees here. Anyway, I wish I'd have waited because that kind of heat would have made it a lot more malleable. But I mean, it was like slamming it into concrete whenever you do it. It was awful. So my hands like in here, I can't squeeze. I was trying to play guitar and I could hardly hold the pick because I couldn't squeeze the fingers together to really grip onto the pick. 76 tomorrow.
Dude, that's nice.
I hope my hand's better because I want to play disc golf tomorrow.
Mm.
I haven't played disc golf in a hot minute, but I wouldn't be able to grip the disc right now.
We're supposed to reach a balmy 51 tomorrow.
Dang.
I know. It's been cold at night too. We've had a couple, they called it a freeze warning already. But I mean, because we get
more frost.
Yeah, I mean, we get frost all the time. But I mean, it's not uncommon for us to get frost every morning when it's winter time. But this is early for the west side of the mountains. East side of the mountains, it's like high desert, so you get that all the time this time of year. But I was like, what? Like frost already? Come on.
Yeah, we had it.
It was cold. It was
on
cold.
Sunday we had frost. That's what's crazy. Then it's 79. Like I woke up and I went out to de-ice or whatever my wife's car.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I was like almost sweating. It was so humid. And I looked, I'm like, it's already 70 degrees. What the crap?
It's like summer.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's humid. But
yeah.
Now we're in our weather portion of the old man show.
I know. So, okay. So let me talk about a little bit about conspiracies.
All right.
I can talk about that. I can talk about it. I can't show it, but I can talk about it.
I filmed a conspiracy last week.
I haven't filmed mine yet, but
mine's not the same as your conspiracy.
No, that our Larlo rally car, so good.
But you're not allowed to talk about it yet?
No, I can talk about it. I just can't show the video or show it yet for some reason.
Even though they already have it out?
Yeah, they have a little video out on YouTube also.
Wow.
But, dude, it is like, it's good. It's so nice. Like the fit and finish of it, I am surprised how nice it is. They haven't released the price point yet. And they have a competition going to see how much it's going to be. So that makes me think that they're not going to sell it for very much. But it's 10 scale, like, touring car size, I guess. It's small. I thought it was bigger. Because when I thought 10 scale rally car, I thought the Traxxas rally car.
Oh, those are huge.
Right.
Those aren't 10 scale.
But it was small, like the, what is it? What was the associated? The Apex too? Yeah. It's small like that size.
Or what did it used to be before Losi got them?
Well, I was going to say the Phaser, but.
Yeah, that size, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it is so good. Like the chassis is solid. It's a really, really solid build. Like and it's got the body came without the stickers on it. So
it did. So it's sweet.
Oh,
we were hoping it would. Yeah.
Yeah, it is so good. And so what you don't see in the pictures of it, and I think they showed it. Yeah, they showed it on the YouTube video from our Larlo. The headlights and the tail lights are so nice. They all work and they all have lights on it. And it's got backfire on it too, which is cool. It's got a little tailpipe for backfire. All the lights work. There's a bunch of different functions, and there's not like the corny functions. Like they actually have it where it's like headlights and taillights, and that's
not
it.
Turn signal when you turn.
Well, they have it with that, but you can just run it with headlights and taillights. Okay. And you can turn it off, so it's just headlights, taillights, and reverse lights. And then the backfire, once you hit 70% and let off the throttle, the backfire flashes in the taillight and the tailpipe. It's pretty rad.
Vatera, that was it. Thank you, movie man. He knew what I was going for. VAT, Vatera.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Losi got, yeah.
Yep.
That same 10 scale size, but small. Not what Losi did the rally or what Traxxas did. These old flapping lips says, I'm just finishing my mechanical building and getting my new furnace installed. Been cold over here without a furnace to run. Oof. Yeah. Luckily, I use my oven and heat up pretty well. He's on LP. So we haven't run our heat yet. We've been trying not to, but it's been getting down to like 62-ish inside overnight.
Ooh, that's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold to wake up to.
That went fine in our house.
So, well, once it gets below that, we will turn it on. But
We had a
it's
6 at the
only going to be
beginning.
69 tonight, like for low. Like that's our low
That's
tonight.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been getting down to like I said, it was 30 the other night. So
We had a 65-degree in-house morning when all the seasons started changing,
yeah,
and the house was freaking out in the morning. It's freezing in here. It's like, well, yeah,
we like it cold.
yeah.
But
No, so
all
this
right.
our Larlo
So
thing, so good. The chassis feels super heavy, and like in a good way, like planted. Tires are really good. The body clip thing, it's pretty cool. The
is
way
it?
clipless, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a clamshell body, which is kind of cool. It's all supported.
Mm.
And in their YouTube video, they said they're coming out with a roller kit too, that with a clear body. And I was like,
Ooh.
I better make this video good because I want that clear body roller kit. Like, it's like, sign me up. But
Yeah.
it's a little deceiving on the speed because it says 50 to 80 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're like
which is
30.
30. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's still for
That's
that
quick.
little, yeah. And it's
quick.
all, and so it'll do about, mine would probably do 40, low 40s on 3S. So, and it comes with a 3S battery. Super nice. So, but yeah,
Wow.
it's an odd shape of battery though. That's the one thing that I don't like about what these companies are doing. They're making,
Tanker.
huh?
I'm responding to the chat. I said right tanker. Me too.
They're making odd shaped batteries. And maybe, like, I don't know if the Grom and that style has that odd shaped battery where they're
Let's see.
kind of small.
Yep.
So this is
Yeah.
the 3S battery, this tiny.
Well, it's just a drone battery. I mean, those batteries have been around for a while. That size, yeah. Boats, a lot of boats
3S?
use them. Yeah, boats.
See,
Yeah,
I haven't
Spectrum's had them for a bit. Like you had to
the
have them in order to run them in the Wraith 1.9. The way
yeah.
the slotted battery, because the regular 3S
Well,
wouldn't
okay,
fit
so hold on.
because 3S's were thicker and those were smaller.
No,
That would
I know,
fit
but
in.
for some reason these are just a tiny bit smaller. That's what I'm saying. Like they're like 3 millimeters smaller is what I'm saying.
Oh, so it just won't fit in because it's such a tight fit around it.
Yeah, so like this battery
Got it.
won't fit
Won't fit,
in the,
even though it's the same.
so that's where I'm like, right? And so it'll work if I set it on its side and put it in, but then you're just like, that's not supposed to go that way.
Right.
Like when you lay this down and it's all clean and smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Just
it comes
a different form factor. Yeah. That's weird.
it comes already XT90'd.
Nice.
Or 60.
60.
I mean, XT60.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm complaining about it, but really I could run this battery in it. You know what I mean? It's a little thicker.
Oh yeah.
But it's shorter, so it'll lay down, and it's the same width.
Yeah. And it's still what, a 1800?
It's still a 22.
Oh, is it? Oh, well then you're good.
Both. Yeah.
What's going on, Wolf Tracks?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
That's violating Traxxas battery patents.
Yes, but
Doesn't fit in other cars. That's our patent.
I know.
Our batteries.
Oh, they're stupid 3S. It's like so long.
Our battery compartments will not work with other car batteries. Patent.
Yep. TM.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Well, I don't
it's
have
cool,
anything
though.
else. I'm looking forward to comping again Thursday. It's kind of my getaway night. I can't this Thursday.
Uh-oh.
Wait, can I? I can't this Thursday. It's Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot. Bang.
Well,
that was a downer to end on. I got to work. Yeah, I just realized that. That's Thursday. Bugga, bugga,
Well,
bugga, bugga, boom, boom.
I know. I'm gonna. Do you guys trick or treat? Do you guys do the Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
We sounds like I'm following my daughter and her friend around. And I think I have a tortilla blanket.
Oh, my kids are too old to do it now, but we used to.
Okay.
So I don't have to follow them. I mean, they're 15, so.
Yeah.
Some people let you, but I mean, my kids they're like 6 foot something. It's like, you might not want to anymore, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm gonna be doing. I have a tortilla blanket, so I'm gonna be wrapping myself in a tortilla blanket and being
that's
a burrito.
great. Burrito. That's great. Yeah, they're still gonna dress up. They got their dress up stuff.
Yeah.
Our church is doing a big thing up at the school in the gym where they have all these games, carnival games, and different things.
Cool.
It's really fun.
That's cool.
And it may, if it rains like it's supposed to, it may be a huge turnout in that it will be a dry place because they blanket the neighborhood with around. We're at the school, so there's surrounding neighborhoods like crazy. So we may get a ton of people.
That's like our house. One year,
but yeah, we all dress up and have a good time. And man, the games last year they were so fun. They make one of the gyms into this huge laser tag, but like seeing inflatable dinosaurs running around playing laser tags a hoot, dude. So, yeah.
That's funny. A couple of years before the kids were around, I used to do a scene in our garage. I'd roll up one garage door and do a scene. And like one year we had a shooting gallery with Nerf darts, and I hung like these targets that were zombies.
Yeah.
And then one year I had like a cornhole, but it was with mini footballs, and it was the haunted hawk's nest, and I had all the kids go through. And one year I had a crime scene. I used to do all kinds of cool stuff, but that was pre-kids when I had time and didn't RC. But
they made these huge slingshots. The guy welded them, these big, and they
that's cool.
basically shoot at bowling pins with.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
Really fun. Yeah.
That'd be cool to do it with pumpkins. Bring your pumpkin.
Oh man, they wouldn't let us do that in the gym. It'd be too messy, but that's a great idea. Yeah. They've got some kind of soft ballish thing.
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Our neighborhood goes crazy for 4th of July and for Halloween. 4th of July, it's like a war zone in my neighborhood. And then on Halloween, it's like one year I think we gave away 30 pounds of candy. Like it's just nonstop. Once sun goes down, like right at dusk, they start and they stop around 10:30 on a school night. And it's like nonstop. Might as well keep the door open.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So here's our C. It's our 15th anniversary. I'm still going to be there. Good job, man. I'm bummed I can't be there.
Yeah.
I just realized, like, I was looking forward to it after last week. I did 10 scale again. I'm like, dude, I'm doing that again.
Yeah.
It's fun. But not this week, next week. So
that's funny. Right on. Well,
all right. Well, let's wrap it here.
Let's do it. Goodbye.
No, you do it. I did it last time.
I'm not doing it.
Dude, just go click the thing.
I don't want to click the thing. Why would I want to do that? I don't want this to
one of us has to click the thing.
Oh, come on.
I started it.
Yeah, you did.
See if you can end it. I bet it doesn't. Like, remember how bad it was about even starting? Like, it was, it didn't want to start. So I'm going to guess that it's not.